What's going on? What's going on, everybody? What is going on? Hope you guys are good. See, I always forget to do something. But yeah, we're here. We're here, people. Happy Monday. Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys had a fantastic Monday. Listen, it's another day, another madness. Typical Manchester United, right? Whenever you think, okay, the day is not going to go as crazy, we get a bomber, right? Newcastle in a battle, right? Newcastle is having a bid within themselves. What's up with that? Right? What's up with that? Right? I mean, I've always thought that whenever you go to like an auction, usually you say, this product, right? You're trying to purchase a car. Yeah, I'm gonna pay $500, and then somebody says 510, 520, da da da, and then you go in a bidding war. What is Newcastle doing? I don't understand. It's crazy. Tony, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Hope you are well. Austin, Texas, what up? Guess what I did in FIFA 25? What did you do in FIFA 25? So let's see what are we talking about this whole Newcastle madness. What is Newcastle doing, right? So in case you haven't heard, right? Newcastle have went ahead and basically, what Newcastle is trying to do is they're trying to blow Manchester United out of the water. Now, when it comes to Benjamin Shesko, of course, right? So the news earlier today, there was going something like this. I hope I can find it, right? Oh man! All right. So basically, according to Ornstein, Newcastle United made an improved bid for RB Leipzig for Benjamin Sheshko. New offer is worth 80 million euros after positive talks between clubs and within the 22-year-old striker. Nothing agreed, but RB Leipzig currently favors Newcastle, plus no Man United proposal as of yet. This is according to The Athletic, right? So Keith Downey, another reporter, was saying that Newcastle have upped their bid to Leipzig for Benjamin Sheshko, worth 80 million. Now that 80 million, people, it is equivalent to, in sterling, pounds, 70 million. All right, because they want that guarantee. Now, of course, it's 80 million plus 10 in add-ons. That's what makes that 90, right? So this 80 million in euros is equivalent to 70 million in sterling pounds, all right? Now, Pletigol, Florian Plettenberg, is saying that offer comes with an additional 10 million in add-ons, taking it total to 90 million in sterling pounds, 78.3 million, right? 78.3 million. We paid we paid for Cunha 62 something, right? Boomer, we paid what, close to 65 or somewhere around there, right? So basically the report is saying that on Saturday Newcastle had put in an offer for 70 million plus 5 in add-ons, but of course RB Leipzig said, you know what, you're joking. So they kind of pushed them back. So Newcastle came back and dropped in the bomber, right? The 90 million, which is 80 plus 10 in add-ons, which is pretty crazy, right? People, smash the like, hit that subscribe if you haven't done so already. Welcome. Alex Wang, what's going on, Alex? Good to see you. Welcome. Let's see what else is going on. So again, Fabrizio Romano is saying, of course, that bid came in. No decision from the player as of yet. Manchester United confirmed again to RB Leipzig that they will bid if Sheshko picks them, right? Manchester United's strategy is simple. Sheshko, open your mouth, man. Make a decision. Say, I want Manchester United, then we're going to go in and put in the bid, right? But he hasn't said that yet. So Newcastle, obviously, they keep on upping the bid, right? Trying to say, hey, man, we're really serious about you. We really want you. Here's the money. Whatever money that RB Leipzig wants, it's on the table. And we're going to pay you, Sheshko, whatever money you want as well. Boom. There you go. But United, they're like, no, we're not going to go into this back and forth business, right? The player has to decide. If the player says, I want United, then United, we're going to show our hand. But Newcastle has already shown their hand, right? Now, I don't know. Do we, is this a too much money? Man United should pull out of the deal, or we should stay and fight, right? Now, even with this bid, that was put in, Manchester United said we are still in here. We're not giving up as of yet because they have identified this striker as their number one target right now. If they pull out, are they gonna show like, yo, you couldn't go toe to toe with Newcastle? What are you guys thinking, man? Yeah, it's this whole thing is just the Shesho saga right now is going mad. People smashed the like button. Alex is saying, I mean, the championship was really hard. I finished fifth and won the promotion playoff. Good job, Austin there. Alex, what's up? Let's go. Let's see what you guys are saying. Yeah, I just read. You guess what I did? Yeah, I saw that. I made my personal team named Devils FC and took them all the way to the Prem. Oh, that's what's up, man. Good job, Austin. Good job, good job. Alex, have you read? Yeah, I did. Tony. Yeah, people. Thank you so much, Tony. I appreciate that. Really, Tony, I already knew that. No, Austin, that was not for you. It was for everybody, man. The chat is gonna go crazy. So Tony the Great is saying, "Hey, people, I'm gonna get to your chat. That's what's up." All right. Um, yeah, that's the thing. Sheshko is keeping silent, right? Because deep down, I think Sheshko wants United. We are the bigger club, right? And he feels that if he says, "Yo, I want United," then automatically that Newcastle hunt for him is kind of died down. But according to reports, Tuesday is going to be a crucial day, right? Because according to reports, basically the Newcastle want this guy Sheshko to make his mind. By Tuesday they gave him like 48 hours or something like that to make his decision. Because Newcastle, they've already put in their hand to say, listen, this is how much we're willing to pay for you. Boom, right? But of course, he's United is still out there saying, hey, we're still in here, but we need to hear it from the player. So I don't know how you guys feel about Benjamin Sheshko for 90 million, which is equivalent to for 80 million guarantee, which is equivalent to 70 in sterling pounds, right? So that 80 million is equivalent to 70 million in pounds, right? Is it too much for the guy? Is it too much? Should we say, you know what, forget about it, walk away? But we haven't even bid yet. Why should we walk away, in my opinion, right? Because there's another thing that Fabrizio was saying with RB Leipzig and Benjamin Sheshko. They have that gentleman agreement where if a special club comes in, that price can go down. So it could be United is using that as a play. You know what? Listen, we're probably one of the special clubs, right? And if Benjamin Sheshko agrees, then most likely the price will go down. And hey, we can come up with a deal and get the player, right? So it's kind of crazy. Your voice, it is. Evans just left the work. Hope you are doing well. Evans, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Benjamin can be leading Newcastle on the wild goose chase. It could be, right? Ali Osman, Galatasaray in the house. What's going on, people? Welcome. Victor Osimhen and Moricardi. That's going to be crazy. Visca, Barca, Alex Wang. Benjamin can be leading. Okay, so that we can beat 65 and be good to go. Yeah, it could be one of those, right? We could beat 65 and then add some add-ons to it, and then we could be in business. Because if that price gets dropped because we are the special club, it could be one of those. Because United see this bid from Newcastle, they could have said, no, it's not worth it. But Ornstein was briefed that Man United, they're prioritizing this guy, right? We saw reports that Man United was offered Vlahovic earlier, and they were like, no, we're prioritizing on Sheshko. So, it's one of those, like, we know, I believe United have a game plan here, and the game plan is for the player to say, I want United, and then we can really go to work. But it is crazy. Ciao. Leipzig are actually wanting 100 million for the guy who only 22-year-old and Premier League unproven. I would rather use that amount to get a midfielder and a goalkeeper. I see what you're saying. So, but that is it's a very good point. But still, we need a striker. Man United have identified they need a striker. Right, fine. It makes sense because what you're saying, Chow. Chow, first of all, welcome, man. Welcome. Uh, Alex, I mean, we don't know what the list contains, right? No, we don't know what the list contains. The list is basically determined by the player, like Shesho. So he has a list. If he says Man United is part of that list, then that price could come down because Shesho has a really good relationship with RB Leipzig. This is again, earlier I was watching Fabrizio. He was saying he has a very good relationship. He hasn't created problems for them. He has been training, doing all the right things, right? And of course, for us as well, we have that Christopher Vivell working on the background where some deals could be made. So we do have some play, but Newcastle right now they're bidding blindly. They're having a bidding war with themselves, right? Ideally, when on an auction, somebody needs to put in the price. Okay, 80 million. Someone needs to say 85. Do I hear 90? Do I hear 95? But Newcastle is like, okay, we're bidding 80. Now we're going to bid in 90. So, I mean, what are you doing, Newcastle? Relax. All right? I think Newcastle is feeling the pressure, right? They're feeling the pressure. They really want the player, but they're feeling like as soon as the player opens his mouth, I want United, that's it, game over, right? So they're trying to kind of force his hand, say, yo, man, there's a lot of money on the table here for you, right? So it's one of those. It's kind of crazy. Let's go. I mean, they want Hayden as an add-on. All right. So we just add a Hoyland. Yeah, and that's another. And that could be another play, Alex, right? Because they have said that they wouldn't mind taking Hoyland, right? So that could be another play at our back pocket as Manchester United, where okay, RB. Here's the thing: the player said they want us, but we can work out a deal here. I know you like the idea of Rasmus coming that side. Let's see what we can do here, right? It could be that because we do have something to offer RB Leipzig because they need to get a striker, right? So it could be one of them things. The difference is Newcastle, they know that Liverpool, they're going to come and get Isak. So Newcastle is spending that 100+ million for Isak already, right? Before the money has even got in, they're already spending it, by bidding on Shesho. So it's this whole thing is kind of crazy. And imagine though, if when United enter the fight and the player decides to get us, imagine the egg on Newcastle's face, man. It's gonna be crazy. Alex is saying, Shao is saying Mateta, Watkins, those are all good options, but they're not on our list, right? I mean, Watkins, was on the list, right? And they decided to go with Shesho. Right. So what do you do now? If we pull out, we go to Ollie Watkins. What up, man? Listen, I know the reports were saying that we are prioritizing Shesho, but listen, deep down, we wanted you, right? So yeah, let's work out a deal, right? You think they're gonna be doing something like that? Because yes, Ollie Watkins is again proven he can do the job. Mateta, for some reason, he was not on the list. You can add in that list, Chow, add Wissa as well, maybe, right? People, smash the like button if you haven't done so already. Welcome, everybody. I am Luther. This is Man United Central. AR, what up? Big on you. How are you? I want Manchester United to get your man Shesho. Newcastle United, a smaller club. That's what I'm talking about, AR. That's what I'm talking about, man. I want Shesho, man. I want Shesho. I want to see what hand United is going to play here, right? If a player decides they want United, because you cannot force a player to go to a place they don't want, right? So if the player says, I want Newcastle, then yeah, we've lost the battle. what is the point of bidding, right? So we're gonna be like, all right, cool. He chose Newcastle, right? We haven't bid. Right now, if we put in a bid because Newcastle did, then we're kind of looking ridiculous because we're making the same mistake like Frankie De Jong. Remember that summer? We were chasing Frankie De Jong the whole summer. The player didn't even say he wants to come to us, right? And then, end of the day, Frankie De Jong stayed. So, yeah, we're not going to roll like that anymore. Pew 833, what up? Welcome, welcome. AR Newcastle United project is all smokescreen. But, big up to Newcastle. If you, for example, if you're Shesho, you want to go to a stable club, no fuss. You're not going to be plastered in all the socials around here. You're going to be allowed to actually progress and grow your game, take your game to the next level slowly without the pressure. Yeah, you go to Newcastle. But if you're Shesho, you got your ego, because some people are comparing him to Haaland and Zlatan and all these guys. So if you feel like, you know what, I want to be challenged, I want to go to a big club, this could be my only chance, right? You go to United, man. But it's one of them. Let's go, Alex. What happens if Alexander Isak does a U-turn? I doubt it. I think the way Newcastle is moving, the way they're pushing hard to get Shesho, they know Liverpool is going to come back and get him, right? Kenny Fan TV, what up? I would get Mateta. To be honest, cheaper deal and prem proven. 100%. I agree with you, Kenny. Mateta, Watkins, Wissa, good choices, but then really Mateta is not on our list. I don't understand why. Because that guy, he would be another really good fit for us. But how old is Mateta anyway? Isn't he? Let's see. I don't know why we didn't go Mateta. Jean-Philippe Mateta. Mateta is 28. So 28, 3 years from now, when we are lifting the trophy, he's gonna be like 31 or 30, but say 4 years from now, when we're lifting the trophy, he's gonna be, in his 30s. So I don't know. It could be that they didn't want to go for him. Again, the age thing. Shesho, he has room to grow, and as we are challenging for the title in 3 years or 4 years, he should be at the peak of his powers. If it all works out, if we don't get burned again like we did with Hoyland. But it's crazy. AR Manchester United want to get back. Yeah, Alex, you're going to have monumental Arsenal like meltdown. I know. JP, what's going on, man? Yo, Luther, respect, keep the lives coming. That's what's up, man. JP, that's what we're doing, man. We're here having a good time. Let's go. Jerome Robinson. It's laughable to see Gyökeres regrets his move. Well, listen, it'll be crazy, though. Imagine on that Arsenal game, we're lining up with the Shesho. I doubt it if he's going to be fit. And then on the opposite side, Gyökeres. It will be great. Mick Berth. Hello, Reds. Let's go. That's what's up. People, Tony the Great just dropped the link for the Discord. Join our Discord community. I appreciate you doing that. We can, we're trying to build that out. So welcome, everybody. McBirth just joined you from Accra, Ghana. Let's go. Welcome, all the way from Accra, Ghana. Mickey, Vlahovic is a must. Trust me. That's the thing. Man United, they're not rating Vlahovic like that. Even though Vlahovic price is way cheaper too. I didn't see how much they offered us for, but Man United, they seem to not want the Vlahovic player. With Vlahovic, I think what is going to happen is he's going to demand a huge salary, and Man United, they're not about to do that, right? They want to play most of these players not more or close to 200K a week, right? So it could be like 200, maybe slightly above 200, but nothing too crazy. Vlahovic at Juve, he was their highest paid player. So if he comes to United, he's going to demand a big paycheck, right? What trophy are we lifting? The Audi Cup? Listen, man, first of all, people, I forgot to say that we are the reigning Summer Series 2025 champions, baby. We lifted the trophy, man. That's it. We lifted the trophy. I know. Oh, man, that's funny, JP. Listen, if it's an Audi Cup, but listen, Project 150. Remember, Project 150, man. The team is slowly getting built. The team is slowly coming into the image of Ruben Amorim. The culture is slowly changing. All right. So, listen, the only way is up from here, man. Uh, Alex, I mean, Newcastle. No, okay, okay. I mean, don't feel sorry for Jokeres. Yeah, of course. Come on, we can't. He chose Arsenal because he decides he doesn't want to win trophies anymore. Uh, AKS 97. What's going on, man? Good night, folks. The love is in the house. What's cooking? Hope everyone is doing well. We're doing great, man. We're doing great. Tony saying interested to see Jokeres and Ruben interaction. I know, right? Do you think if he, well, I hope he doesn't. Do you think if he scores, he's gonna go to Ruben and do one of them things? I don't want to see that, you know, because if they score at Old Trafford, that all the Arsenal fans they're gonna be doing this silly celebration. Premier League Summer Series, you'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. We are Premier League Summer Series 2025 champions. You'll never sing that. That's what's up. Brian Amboye. People, smash a like, hit the subscribe. Let us know where you're watching from. I see Brian Amboye all the way from Kenya in the house. Sasa, how are you doing? AKS, let's go. Southgate, 90 for Shesho. Yeah, that's what Newcastle is doing. Newcastle is outbidding themselves. Jokeres and Arsenal were working for each other for a few years. I know, but also priority for Arsenal was Shesho. So I don't know what happened there where Arsenal decided to pull out of the deal, right? But they really wanted Arteta really wanted Shesho, but